what would be your message for people from that country, Latin America in particular, that are struggling to succeed? What will you tell them?
I love music like very much.
Yes.
And I have musical education. I play music all my life. I can't do anything else. So just love music and do it.
Well,
every
I'm
day.
very jealous because I was also a musician,
Yeah.
but now I'm on the other side of the interview.
Yeah.
There is a very good piece of advice, which is a very general advice, very common. Take risks. Yeah, if you do not take risks, if you are not ready, let's say, to go to another country really far away, I know, a few thousand kilometers away from your home, having no money in your pocket just to play music, then it is not for you. So you must take risks, you must be ready for this. You must be ready to fail, then stand up and keep doing this shit again. So, if you ask me about something precisely, I believe that the most important thing a band, apart from making good music and good songs, is actually touring. Because a tour, it's a universal thing which gives you tons and tons of experience in many different aspects of music. Apart from getting better as a live musician, you get to know how things work. Yeah, you meet people, you make contacts, and what is very important, you are able to create tons of content.
Yeah.
Being on tour. Photos on stage, photos backstage, on the road, videos on stage, backstage, on the road. Yeah, interviews, because even small blogs come to see small bands and take interviews. So, yeah, a tour is a source of content. Yeah, and you need to maintain the activity on social media. And the only way to maintain this activity daily, non-stop for a year or two, and it's actually being on tour.
Y'all have been touring constantly, non-stop, which brings up the topic is, being from the Ukraine and how it, with, the 9 years that the band has been, the inception, that y'all have been able to tour the world at this point.
Yeah.
Which is, not many bands can say that. I mean, some bands are just stay stuck in their own country and don't go anywhere, or their own that town.
Yeah, or their own content.
Yeah, and they don't get anywhere. So what would you say for y'all that y'all have done that has allowed you to, get to this point of success?
We take risks.
Oh,
Yeah. That's
Yeah. We are not afraid of anything. Like we're really nervous all the time. God, what to expect? But anyways, we do it.
We first take decisions, and then we are getting afraid.
And there's no way, there's no way to turn back.
Yeah.
yes. Just jump feet first.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Exactly.
This is the risk.
Yeah.
We have nothing to lose, as we say.
Well, now probably we have. I have now. I'm
Yes,
married
of course.
with a child. Yeah, but even though I have a family, I still act the way I acted 6 years ago or 7 years ago.
Okay. It's music, it's touring, it's not like jumping to the ocean,
But
and swimming
on the
with sharks.
On the other hand,
It's not that lethal.
I do not agree completely. I agree partially. Thing is that I remember times when we only started touring, and when we first were offered that foreign tour in Romania. We are from Ukraine, and we went to play in Romania, and it was a big deal for us. Yeah, because absolutely nobody from Ukraine ever toured like this.
Oh, really?
Yes, and honestly, it shouldn't have happened. It must have been cancelled. But we just pushed so hard on this. We changed the drummer because then drummer just said no, I would not go anywhere. And we took another drummer. Nobody had passports. We bribed people. We acted a bit illegally to get passports very, very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did anything possible
Yeah.
to make it possible.
Yeah. Which is that's a good life lesson to where, because there's some bands that are like, well, we don't know why this hasn't happened, or
Yeah.
they're like,
And on top of this, we just went there with no money.
yeah,
We didn't have any money at all. We just jumped into the abyss.
Yes. One thing that I want to say that if you're a starting band, don't make your ego be bigger than you are, you know? Like, be ready to eat shit.
Yeah, be ready to eat shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shit. No.
Don't think you are something special. Like, okay, we are all special, but don't be like, don't think that you are better than others. And
You are-
don't let your ego and let your ambitions
Take over you.
yeah, take over.
Yeah, so take your ego and throw it away for a couple of years.
Yeah.
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 Well, you know, and that's a good point, because I've run into other bands and they won't talk to anybody, and they're still in the same town. You know, they don't go out and make fans and talk to people, and for some reason, like you're saying, they think they're too good to interact with the people that are showing up to see them. It's like, you know, them showing up is why you're able to play, and they don't understand that.
I feel sorry for such people.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I don't like to talk. I don't like to interact with people because I'm an introverted, like 200% introvert. So when I speak to people, I get tired a lot. It's not because I'm a fucking big star or whatever. I don't consider myself a big star.
But she was always been like that.
Yes, I've always been like that, and they say like, "Oh my God, she don't talk, and she's a bitch or whatever." I don't know, but I've always been like this. I was that little, and I was always hiding from people.
Yeah.
Just because like I feel better like,
Yeah.
being alone and just thinking.
And then some people don't understand how touring works, that you're tired. I mean, you're touring nonstop, and
On the other hand, sometimes it just feels like open yourself to the whole world, and she is cheerful and funny and
Yeah,
makes
that's what
jokes and interacts with people. Yeah, and it's just because of her mood. She
I'm
feels
moody.
like that.
I have moods.
Yeah, she is moody. She is moody.
I'm twice as and like
And
again,
likewise, it's
walking on the edge between good and bad, and
yeah,
But the thing you're talking about, musicians just, soaring in the sky, thinking too much of themselves,
yeah,
is the end.
Yeah.
It's a dead end. It's a dead end because nowadays, I consider, I think just there are only two ways to grow on the music scene. It doesn't depend on your genre. It doesn't depend on how good you are as a musician. There are only two ways. First way, you are very rich. Very rich. You just pay sport tours,
or your parents.
or your parents. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You pay sport tours. You travel all around the world, paying all your expenses from your own pocket. You just have deep pocket.
yeah,
Or you just act the way we have been doing all these years, just eating shit. Finally, now we have established ourselves, more or less. So it's getting better and better. But I remember years when we didn't earn anything, even though we didn't have any other jobs. We just went on tours with no money. We got back almost with no money. We made a bit of a plus, just sustain ourselves in between tours. And then we went on another tour.
yeah,
Yeah, and we slept at somebody's apartments on the floor.
In shops.
We slept at skateboard shops.
Yeah.
We ate the cheapest food we could afford, like tuna cans, macaronis, and some sort of porridge. Yeah. You don't even eat this. It's called buckwheat.
Oh,
You know what buckwheat is? Yeah, Americans don't eat this. Yeah?
But
Yeah, if you open a dictionary, English dictionary, it says it's a sort of a crop used to feed animals. But in our culture, people
don't.
eat this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's very, very valuable thing.
Yeah, it's
full of vitamins, full of
so it's very nutritious.
life.
Yeah, so yeah,
yeah.
buckwheat. We love buckwheat. Yeah,
Well, I kept you going.
yeah, and we just took bags of food with us on tour in order not to buy it in another country, not to waste money there, not to spend money on this, just to go through all of it because we love playing music and we somehow felt we should do this.
Yeah.
Just we should. And we did it.
Yeah.
Advice you would give young bands when it comes to music, or maybe female-fronted bands?
Don't call your bands female fronted. I mean, even if you have a girl in the band, well, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't really mean if your vocalist is a boy or a girl. It just you should make music first of all. That's what Tatiana was saying, and you should impact people with your music and your ideas and it. And the second advice, which we always give to young musicians, is practicing. Don't go on stage without practicing.
Yeah, it's the most important thing.
The most important thing. So, well, ask more experienced musicians first to check you out and give you advice, but don't run to stage directly. You should work on yourself first of all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They must improve their skills in musical, playing musical instruments, and then improve themselves as rock stars, you know? Because usually they do it vice versa. Yeah, they think they are great, and I can put on string and still have it.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Actually, I look at this. I had started this tattoo 2 years ago, and I still haven't finished it. So because I don't have time for this, and I constantly play shows, I practice. Yeah.
It means that first of all, start playing music.
Yes.
Learn.
Music's first of all.
Become a master of your instrument.
Yeah.
And then do that.
And not only musical skills. Well, if you play in a band, you have to understand that it's all about complex of things. So first of all, improve your musical skills, then work on your motion yourself. So I remember the very beginning, I spent the whole night sitting in front of the computer and promoting right there and promoting. So do it first, then think about a good haircut, piercing, tattoos, and style. Because as Tatiana said, nowadays bands do it in the absolutely opposite way.
In my case, that was actually opposite way.
Because you are talented from birth, like you're born singer. But she is, yeah. Yeah. In the comparison with her, I have to practice all the time to be able to play what I play. Yeah. And she walks around the house all day long and sings. Yeah. And she does it so well. Yeah.